Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Alpha Beta Gamma. I am your physics teacher BVLP. Now I am going to start a new chapter, static electricity. So you are going to learn this whole static electricity in a very simple and short lessons, and every lesson will give you a very clear concept of the whole chapter, and so that it will be very easy to you to understand the all the concepts in static electricity and also further lessons, and the whole branches of the physics are based on static electricity only. So let us start the first lesson in static electricity. So this is the first lesson in static electricity. In this lesson, we are going to learn 4 points. I am going to explain you definition of electricity, charge, magnitude of the charge, and what is quantization of the charge. This is very important to learn all these fundamentals before starting static electricity. So now I am going to start the first point in this lesson. The first point in this lesson is what is electricity actually. So electricity is a form of energy. We have many forms of energy like heat, light. Electricity is also a form of energy. So how this electricity is produced, and what is the cause of this electricity? The main cause of this electricity is charged particles like electrons and protons. So electrons and protons like charged particles produce electricity. Only the charged particles produce electricity, and uncharged particles could not produce electricity. Uncharged particles means like neutrons, etc. here. So then we'll have two types of electricities here. Here we have two types of electricities. One is static electricity. The second one is current electricity. So this is the static electricity. This static electricity, static means which is at rest. So the electricity produced by the charged particles which are at rest. So that it will not move from one point to another point. This is the reason why this electricity, this form of electricity is called static electricity. And the second one is current electricity. Current electricity is produced due to flow of the charges. So flow, flow of either electrons or any other charged particles. Mostly the electrons, flow of electrons from one end to another end of the substance. This flow of electrons will produce current electricity. So we have two types of electricities. In this course, in this chapter, we are going to discuss static electricity only here. So next, coming to the next point here. So I told electricity is produced by charged particles only. So electricity is produced by charged particles means what is meant by a charge and what is a charged particle, we must know that first. So now I am going to explain you what is meant by a charge here. So before to understand the concept of charge, we should understand or go through atomic structure. So this is the atomic structure we have, and we have this is the nucleus here. In this nucleus we have a nucleus, neutrons and protons also there. Proton is indicated by blue color particle, neutron is indicated by red color particle. So this is the nucleus here. Around the nucleus we have different orbits here, and these are the electrons revolving around the nucleus here. So this is the atomic structure what we know now, what is proved now. But Dalton theory, according to Dalton theory, so atom is the invisible particle. It means atom could not be divided into number of particles. And later Rutherford experiments results that atom can be divided into three particles. They are named as protons, electrons and neutrons here. Among them, protons and neutrons are in the nucleus, and also found that electrons are revolving around the nucleus in their fixed orbit. So this is the atomic structure, Bohr's atomic structure, even modified by Sommerfeld. Now, it was found that the particles which are in the nucleus are two types mainly. One, proton, it's named as a proton, and a neutron. So coming to protons here, this is the proton here. So it was found that protons have the tendency to repel each other. So they repel each other. Even electrons also have the tendency to repel each other. So it was found that the particle which is in the nucleus, which is called a proton, has influence or the tendency to repel each other. So the proton will repel each other, and also found that electrons also repel each other here. And protons and electrons, the particle which are in the nucleus and the particles which are revolving around the nucleus, they attract each other. So proton and electron, they attract each other here. This is the tendency of the particles. So the particle tendency is different here. Electrons have the tendency to repel, but at the same time they have the tendency to attract the protons here. This tendency is known as charge. So tendency to repel or to attract any other one is called charge. Electric charge is nothing but the influence or the tendency to attract or repel. Either to attract or repel is called. So the tendency or influence, the characteristic or the quality is called charge, and the matter or the particle which has the charge, which has that tendency, is called charged particle. Here proton and electron, they have the tendency. So proton has a tendency and electron has the opposite tendency, this one. So they are called charged particles here. So I think you have got an idea about the charge. Charge means nothing but the quality or the tendency or influence to attract or repel the other particle here. So now coming to charge, types of the charges here. As I said, the atom in the atom nucleus consists of protons and electrons are revolving around the nucleus here, and proton repel each other. So there is a repulsion here, and electron they repel each other. So this is also repulsion, and proton and electron, they attract each other. So this is the attraction. So there are two types of charges. There are two types of tendencies. One, proton, which is called a positive charge here, and tendency of the proton is known as positive charge here. That's why it is called a P. Proton is denoted by P, and the tendency of the electron is negatively. It is named as a negative charge here. So negative charge is for electron and a positive charge is for proton here. And what are the characteristics or the of this one? A proton and electron are the charges here. Suppose two charges are opposite to each other, like electron and proton. They are close to each other and they are placed at some distance here. They attract each other because both tendencies are opposite here. So opposite charges attract each other here. Unlike means opposite charges attract each other. And you have a similar charges, proton and proton, or electron and electron. So this is the case here. Then these charges repel each other. So like charges attract and unlike charges repel each other. So if you have this one proton or electron, repulsion is there, or if you take a proton and electron, there is a force of attraction here. Then how to calculate this charge? What is the SI? Because every physical quantity has units and dimensions here. So now we want to calculate the charge. Charge is calculated by the name of scientist Coulomb. So Coulomb is the SI unit. So this is the SI unit. So mainly we calculate the charges in SI units only. So this is SI unit. SI unit of the charge is Coulomb, and we denote with the symbol C here. So we have another unit also, which is called a CGS unit. CGS unit is the ESU. It is called ESU. What is ESU here? Electrostatic unit here. So this is known as CGS unit of the charge here. And Coulomb is here SI unit here. And the relation. So every CGS is expressed in SI system also here. Like 1 meter equals to 100 centimeters. So we have a ESU value in coulombs also. This ESU value in coulombs, one electrostatic unit equals to 3.33 multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 10 coulombs here. And moreover, this coulomb is considered as a large unit, like a kilometer and meters are large units for the distance, and we have a centimeter, millimeter and decimeters as a smaller units for the distance. Here also we have a smaller units for coulomb. So smaller units are millicoulomb and microcoulomb, nanocoulomb, picocoulomb here. So M stands for milli, 10 to the power of minus 6 coulombs. Sorry, this is 10 to the power of minus 3 only. Micro means 10 to the power of minus 6 coulombs here, and nano coulomb is 10 to the power of minus 9, and this is 10 to the power of minus 12. So milli means 10 to the power of minus 3, micro 10 to the power of minus 6, this is 6 here, and nano 10 to the power of minus 9. Always nano stands for 10 to the power of minus 9, and pico 10 to the power of minus 12 coulombs here. So remember students, coulomb is the standard unit. Whenever we calculate, generally 99% the charge is measured in coulombs. I said electron and proton are there. Positive charge is the proton and the negative charge is the electron. And then what are the charges? I mean value of the charge of electron and proton. That should be. Here we have the values for charges of electron and proton. Here we have an experiment. How do you know that this electron charge is this much and proton charge is this much? So Millicon oil drop method experiment results that charge of an electron and charge of the proton are equal. So electron charge equals to proton charge, but their masses are not equal. Only the charges, we are discussing about the charges only. So charges are equal, and its value is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs here. So for electron we put a negative sign here, we have a negative sign here, you can observe. For proton we have a positive sign here. So if you consider a proton, then it will be plus 1.6 multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, and for an electron it is a negative minus 1.6. Anyhow this value 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19, this value is generally denote with the E, charge of either proton or electron, 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs here. So generally we denote either charge of the electron or proton with E here. So E is charge of the electron. Then here, then what about the other charges? So if suppose 10 charged particles are there, 100 charged particles are there, what is the value of their charges? Whether it contains all the values like a 1.11, 1.22 or 2.06 coulombs or whatever may be the value. Like if you take 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, between 3 and 4 many numbers, rational numbers will be there, like 3.33, 3.44, 3.55, like that. Can all the charges possess that much of value? We have to now note down here. This is a very important here. This is a very important here. This is known as quantization. So quantization is very, very important here. What is quantization? We should know here. It means quantization is nothing but the value possessing by charged particles. So what is quantization means electron charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Then the charge of any other particle must be equal to integral multiples of charge of the electron here. So integral multiples of charge of the electron means 1 multiplied by E, 2 multiplied by E, 3 multiplied by E, like that. So now, so this is called quantization. Quantization is nothing but the values or the magnitude of the charge possessing integral multiples of electron only here. 1 into 1.6, 2 into 2.6, like that. So this is not continuous. Continuous means 1, 1.11, 1.22, not like that. 1.6, 10 power minus 19 multiplied by an integer 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So here Q, charge of any particle, equals to N into E, where N is 1, 2, 3, 4 values and E is charge of the electron here. This is called quantization or quantum here. Quantum of the charge here. So this is about the quantization of the charge here. So now, so we have here all, I have given very important concepts, introduction to the electricity here. So from the starting point to definition of electricity to quantum mechanics here. So we have the, now we have the summary, very important topics here we have to note down here. We can remember there are two types of charges, positive charge and negative charge here. So positive charge, we proton has a positive charge, electron has a negative charge. Both charges are equal to each other, and like charges, similar charges repel each other, and unlike charges, that is opposite charges, attract each other. And SI unit of the charge, this is very, very important, Coulomb. Coulomb is the SI unit of the charge here, and electron or proton charge is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So these are the points what we have learned in the first lesson here. So in the next lesson, lesson 2, we are going to learn what is a static electricity, how can it be produced, and what substances can be used to produce static electricity, and then electric field, electric lines of force in lesson 2. So the students, I hope you can understand easily through this lesson, and so it will be very easy to follow the next lessons also here. So we'll meet you in the next video, lesson 2 here. Till then, bye bye, and thank you for watching my video.